Hello, and welcome back. Today we are going to do an anime of the day, mostly because my house is not prepped for a house tour yet. And today's anime is Eden of the East, which we stumbled upon when it was on Netflix, I think.
Yep.
And we just kind of fell in love with it and binged it.
It's 12 episodes. It's extremely good. It's kind of a action intrigue. It's a lot like watching a big budget Hollywood movie, but a cartoon.
It's about a boy who has no memories and a phone loaded with money, and a girl who happens to find him naked in Washington, D.C.
In front of the White House, clutching a revolver.
Yes.
And a cell phone.
That's how it begins, and that's kind of how it ends. So, we watched it. The ending left us unfulfilled, and then we found out there was a movie.
It's like, how dare they have a cliffhanger? It's like, oh, an ending movie. Excellent.
So we watched that, and it was pretty good. And that had a cliffhanger.
We're like, what? Oh my god! And finally there is a second movie to conclude this extremely energetic, amazing
And
series.
slightly convoluted. You have to pay attention because
Yes.
it goes fast. So. But I enjoy it. The art style is different, but I really am impressed with it. And it does pose the moral question, if given a large sum of money and asked to save the world, how would you do it?
And I believe 12 people are asked that question and given a cell phone and personal assistant who will help them do that with, what was it, roughly 10 or $100 million?
Something big. And everyone had lofty goals. Some fell to the dark side and just used it for personal gain.
And the caveat of, if you don't save the world, you'll be removed from the game.
Which everyone just assumes that means you're going to die.
Yeah, so some people spend their entire fortune trying to figure out who set them up for this game, since they're a mysterious person called Mr. Outside, and what they're going to do about it.
Yeah, so you have like a doctor who used his money to build a community so that patients could have cheap care and their families could be with them while they were receiving said care, which was a very lofty and noble goal. Our main character kidnapped a bunch of people and educated them and trained them because they were called NEETs, no education experience or training.
Yep.
So
Basically people who are kind of college age, but also need jobs.
but don't really want to do anything.
Yeah, it's those jackass ads that you see in the paper all the time of, I'd like electrical engineer with 10 years experience. Like, how does anyone get their 10 years experience if no one wants to hire people without experience, but a willingness to learn?
Yeah. And it has a lot of ups and downs and relationship stuff and a lot of moral problems on what would you do.
And it's just like a close to real life type thing. There is comedy, there is romance, but above all there is the action and intrigue. What is going on? And I personally felt that they answered it pretty well. It's like, I wasn't disappointed with the ending.
No, it was weird, but I liked it.
Yeah.
But,
I would definitely say that this is probably the best action anime I've seen that doesn't involve giant robots.
or Saiyans.
Yes. It's definitely worth a watch, and unlike other animes like Dragon Ball where I say, oh, it has this crappy down moment, or some things where the manga does it better. Luckily, I don't think Eden East has a manga to wreck. Has.
Okay.
So it's series and it's movies and it's good.
It is good. And it's worth the watch. So, I would recommend it.
If you can find it for free, all the better, but since we're fanatics, we have everything on high definition Blu-ray.
I'm glad you listed us as fanatics.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound bad at
Doesn't
all.
fan sound so much better when it's just a shortened version of fanatic?
I appreciate the series.
it deeply.
I think that's all I have to say on it, because I don't want to just give away the whole story.
Yes, there are far too many excellent, amazing scenes that everyone needs to see for themselves.
And we were going to do a tour of our place, but between life and cats, we just didn't get to it, so
It was a rough weekend with lots of exploded cardboard.
we got a lot of Prime Day boxes.
Too lazy to vacuum right now.
Yes, so I will take care of that, and hopefully this week we will get that video. If not, it'll be next week. We'll see. We still have to wrap up Breath of the Wild for like the 4th time and get through Star Trek.
Yeah, you got like a dozen more shrines, then slay that Ganon dude.
Ganon dude. And we did the Splatfest, so I was not a fan, personally, but
Whereas I enjoyed it, I realized that it's playing the same 2 levels over and over and
Well, it
over
was
again in the
4.
same mode. Well, eventually 4. It was 2 levels locked for 2 hours, and then 2 additional levels for 2 hours. So there's going to be more levels, more configuration options, so it's going to be a lot more fun once you actually get to get in there and do whatever you want.
well, I'm still not convinced I will buy it or not. But I was also sad that Team Cake lost, so
Well, it probably has something to do with 74% of users choosing Team Ice Cream.
which makes no sense.
So, North America apparently likes ice cream more than cake.
Nope. Something wrong with that. That doesn't make sense. But, yeah. We didn't do much else. He went to go see Spider-Man Homecoming.
Good movie.
I didn't go.
You don't need to see it. You can probably die healthy without it.
I'm sure I'll be forced to see it at some point
Yeah.
anyways, so. I
8 out of 10.
think that's all I got for now.
Well, I think we'll see the people later then.
Okay. We'll see you next time.
Bye, the people.
Yes. The people.